أهلا وسهلا بحضراتكم، أتمنى تكونوا جميعا بخير. معكم محمد الفكهاني، مؤلف وموزع موسيقي وقائد أوركسترا، وأعمل أيضا في مجال التدريس للأطفال من ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة، خاصة الإعاقة الذهنية. بداية أوجه الشكر والتحية والتقدير للقائمين على مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي لمشاركتي معهم العام السابق 2020 بأحد مؤلفاتي في المؤتمر. ثانيا اختيارهم لي كأحد سفراء المؤتمر الدوليين، وأرجو أن أكون عند حسن ظنهم وأن أكون سفيرا فاعلا في هذا المجال، وأن أدعم المؤتمر بكل ما لدي من أفكار، وأكون داعم أيضا لكل المحبين للموسيقى من الدول العربية والدول المحيطة. شكرا لكم، ونلتقيكم إن شاء الله على خير. السلام عليكم.
Hello, my name's Adam Whitaker. I'm a British musician, music educator and music researcher. I'm currently the head of pedagogy at Royal Birmingham Conservatoire, where we train the next generation of professional musicians and also the next generation of music educators. We believe that music has the power to change lives. It can improve well-being and it can bring people a sense of joy. And I hope you'll join us in December, where we can discuss this further and learn more about how music is improving well-being around the world.
مساء الخير للجميع، كيفكم؟ شو أخباركم؟ إن شاء الله تكونوا بألف خير وأنتوا عم بتشوفوا هذا الفيديو. معكم أوجه أبو زيد، سنة خامسة بالمعهد العالي للموسيقى بدمشق، اختصاص قانون وبيانو. بعد أن تم اختياري من قبل منصة مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي WMC بإنجلترا ممثلا لسوريا بالموسيقى، كمؤلف وموزع موسيقي وقائد لعدة فرق موسيقية وعازف سولو على آلة القانون البيانو، راح أتحدث شوي عن تجربتي الصغيرة بتأسيس أوركسترا القانون السوري روجندا. تم تأسيس هذا الأوركسترا بداية عام 2019 عن طريق التشكيل كوارتت رباعي قانون أو تشكيل كوينتت خماسي للقانون. بعدها صارت تتطور الفكرة أكثر وأكثر لحتى صار عندنا أوركسترا كاملة متكاملة مكونة من آلة القانون، أو بما يصح القول أعمدتها آلة القانون، بالإضافة لوجود آلة التشيلو والإيقاع والبيانو لضبط خلفية الأعمال الموسيقية لآلة القانون. المقطوعات اللي عم يتم اختيارها لأوركسترا القانون السوري روجندا هي عبارة عن مقطوعات مشهورة ومعروفة سواء كان على الصعيد المحلي والعالمي والدولي. نحن كل سنة عم يتم اختيار مقطوعات سواء كان على الصعيد الكلاسيكي العالمي الغربي أو الموسيقى الشرقية والفلكلور العربي. تقريبا كل برنامج عم ياخذ معنا تدريب سنة كاملة بسبب وجود فئات عمرية تبدأ من المرحلة الابتدائية لغاية المرحلة الجامعية. الصعوبات اللي واجهتنا سواء كان على الصعيد المادي أو المعنوي، هذه الأوركسترا لم تتلقى أي دعم أو تبني من أي جهة أو من أي منظمة سواء كانت ثقافية أو حكومية. طبعا وهذا الشيء أدى إلى أنه نعتمد بنجاحنا على جزء كثير مهم من الطلاب، ومن خلال قدراتهم بالعزف على آلة القانون، ومن خلال مجهودي الشخصي الذاتي سواء كان من ناحية التكاليف أو التوزيع والتدوين الموسيقي. كمان من الصعوبات اللي واجهناها عدم توفر أماكن مناسبة لتدريب هذه الأوركسترا. بالبداية كنت درب الأوركسترا عندي بالبيت لمدة سنة كاملة. بعدها تم توثيق هذه الأوركسترا من قبل وزارة الثقافة رسميا على أن الأولى بسوريا. أقمنا عدة حفلات بأكثر من محافظة، من ضمنهم محافظة السويدة ومحافظة دمشق وغيرها من المحافظات السورية الثانية. طبعا قدمنا عدة برامج. قدمنا برنامج يتضمن فيه اتيادات بيانو تم توزيعها على أوركسترا القانون بطريقة احترافية وبتناسب الهوية العربية لآلة القانون. تم اختيار مقطوعات من الأفلام الموسيقات العالمية مثل ديزني. تم اختيار موسيقى الألعاب، بالإضافة كمان لوجود التراث والفلكلور السوري اللي طبعا ما فينا ننكر وما فينا ننسى أنه هي أساس الهوية العربية للآلة. طبعا بالإضافة لوجود المقطوعات المصرية العالمية سواء كان على صعيد كوكب الشرق أم كلثوم أو الموسيقار العالمي عمر خيرت. هدف هذه الأوركسترا تقوية كافة الأعمار سواء كان على الصعيد النظري أو العملي في السولفيج والآلي، من خلال التعريف على تقنيات وإمكانيات آلة القانون الواسعة جدا واللانهائية. هذه الأوركسترا عطت أهداف كثير كبيرة للأطفال. أول هدف اللي هي كسر حاجز الخوف عند الانطلاق على خشبة المسرح أو عند العزف على المسرح. ثانيا اكتساب قوة الأداء الجماعي سواء كان من الناحية النظرية أو من الناحية العملية سواء كان بالسولفيج أو بالآلة. ثالثا خلق مجتمع أسري تربوي واحد اجتماعي محب وناشر للسلام وللثقافة الموسيقية الفنية. أنا بيسعدني وبيشرفني وبيزيدني فخر إنه يكون مشارك بقطعة موسيقية أو أكثر ضمن منصة مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي WMC، وسعيد كثير بالمشاركة بهذه التجربة. شكرا لكم.
مرحبا، أنا سليم شحود، موسيقي من سوريا، خريج المعهد الموسيقي ومدير ومؤسس مشروع موسيقى للجميع في سوريا، الذي يهدف إلى تعميق الذوق الفني العام والبحث عن المواهب الموسيقية المغمورة، وخاصة في زمن الحروب والأزمات. أريد أن أشكر القائمين على مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي، كما أشكر السفير والموسيقار محمد الفكهاني لترشيحي ودعوتي للمشاركة في مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي في إنجلترا. متفرغ حاليا لمجموعة من المؤلفات والأبحاث حول علم الإيقاع وعلاقته مع تكوين الإنسان ومع لغات العالم ومع موسيقى الشعوب، إضافة إلى عملي في تدريس التربية الموسيقية وتدريب الفرق الموسيقية من المواهب الجديدة، تأكيدا على أثر الموسيقى التربوي والنفسي والاجتماعي في حياة الإنسان والمجتمع. شكرا لمؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي، وأنا سعيد بالمشاركة واللقاء معكم.
Hello dear audiences, I am Hussein Sanai, the Iranian traditional musician and violinist. I want to thank for my dear friend Dr. Chitra Ramakrishnan, the manager of the World Music Conference, and her professional team, and the World Music Conference management for inviting me to perform Persian music in this edition. Here is my master house, the big Iranian musician and violinist, Master Humayun Khorram. It's my big honor to send this message from here, and also thank for choosing me as the World Music Conference ambassador in this edition. As we are knowing, in this edition, the subject is about the music effects on the mental health for the youth generations, the teenagers and the children. As we know, we are living in a very, very hard time. The pandemic makes many problems for the people, especially for the youth generations. Makes anxiety, depression and distress. The true music, especially the Eastern music, the Persian music, has very powerful positive effects on the health of mental and the physical. The true music is very, very good and has a powerful energy for the audience's spirit and audience's soul. My Master Humayun Khorram is also has actioned and researched about his music effects and influences on the mental patients, especially schizophrenic persons. The true music has unseen energy, has unseen influence on our spirit and also our body. In this edition, my friend and I will be performed the Persian music for this conference. My master's son, Mr. Mohsen Khorram, will play the piano with me. And I hope you will be like it. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Yim from Hong Kong. I'm so glad to be invited to take part in the World Music Conference this year. I learned musical instruments when I was young. I played the piano, the organ, and some Chinese musical instruments, for example, the dushanqin, with only one string. After graduating from the music department of the University of Hong Kong, I've been working in the arts administration and management field. I worked at the Metropolitan Youth Orchestra of Hong Kong. We created educational and fun music activities for students aged 5 to 25. Later, we also formed the first ever orchestra for autistic students, the Music Angel Orchestra. There, we provide systematic ensemble training for students with special educational needs. 2 years ago, with the PMA Music Foundation, I established and managed the True Color Symphony, which becomes the largest inclusive orchestra in Hong Kong. The True Color Symphony promotes inclusion, diversity, and equity through music performances, community, and outreach events. Now I'm moving on to work for another festival which also promotes inclusion through performing arts. I can't wait to meet you all at the conference, so see you there!
مرحبا، أنا وجدي أبو ذياب، مؤلف موسيقي لبناني، وأنا هنا اليوم لمشاركتكم تجربتي كموسيقي وكمؤسس وقائد لأوركسترا المخيم، وهي أوركسترا تم تأسيسها عام 2018 في مخيم برج الشمالي للاجئين الفلسطينيين في مدينة صور في لبنان. ومنذ بداية المشروع كان إيماننا كبيرا بقدرة الموسيقى على التغيير والتأثير في الأطفال والمراهقين، وخلال 3 أعوام تخطى مشروع الأوركسترا كونه مشروع تعليم أو نشاط إضافي مرة أسبوعيا، فأصبحت الأوركسترا عائلة كبيرة ومكان تخلق فيه الصداقات وتتجسد فيه القيم الأخلاقية والاجتماعية ومهارات التواصل السليم. مع تعلمهم للموسيقى وانضمامهم للأوركسترا والانخراط في نشاطاتها، لاحظنا كيف تحول سلوك الموسيقيين الأطفال والمراهقين من سلوك عدائي اكتسبوه منذ صغرهم من طبيعة العيش في ظروف المخيم الصعبة إلى سلوك مسالم من طباع حاد وصوت مرتفع إلى طباع هادئة وصوت يتناسب مع الموقف. لاحظنا كيف انعكس الانضباط في تمارين الأوركسترا الأسبوعية تنظيما في حياتهم الشخصية واحترام وقت الآخرين ضمن المجموعة دقة في مواعيدهم، وكيف أن استماعهم لتعدد الأصوات وفهمهم لتعدد مهام أقسام الأوركسترا ساعدهم على الانفتاح على آراء وأفكار جديدة وفهم أهمية العمل الجماعي وقوته، وكيف أن اهتمامهم بآلاتهم ودعمهم لبعضهم البعض كمجموعة وتريات مثلا انعكس اهتماما ببعضهم البعض كأشخاص وازدياد حرصهم على المحافظة على ممتلكاتهم وصداقتهم في آن. عبر 3 سنوات رأينا مجتمع صغير يضم أعضاء الأوركسترا وأهاليهم يتحول إلى مجتمع أفضل، مجتمع يقدر الفن ويحترم ثقافات الشعوب المختلفة ويعطي الفرد حقه ويحترم أحلامه ويساعد بعضه البعض على تجاوز المحن، مجتمع يحترم الوقت ويدرك أن العمل الجاد والدؤوب هو الطريق الأسرع لتحقيق الأهداف. لاحظنا التحول من 34 ستاند نوتة مكسور، 22 آلة محطمة، إصابة بشرية واحدة والكثير من النشاز خلال أول 2 شهرين من المشروع إلى ستاند نوتة 1 مكسور، آلتين محطمتين، صفر إصابة بشرية والكثير من الموسيقى الواعدة والصداقات الجميلة خلال 2 و10 أشهر متتاليين. من خلال الموسيقى استطعنا ربط الجيل الجديد بتراثه وأرضه وقضيته، واستطعنا خلق مساحة آمنة يمارس فيها الفرد هواياته ويعبر عن نفسه بحرية، وخلق مكان بديل يحمي الأطفال والمراهقين مما يمكن أن يتعرضوا له من تفلت أمني، اجتماعي، ثقافي أو أخلاقي. الموسيقى ليست فقط فناً سماعياً، بل هي أرقى الفنون وأفعالها في تغيير المجتمعات ودفعها نحو الرقي والانفتاح ونشر الفن والسلام. شكراً للمؤتمر العالمي للموسيقى لكل جهوده، عسى أن يصبح العالم أوركسترا واحدة كبيرة يوماً ما.
Hello, I'm Julian Loibaba, and I'm sending you my very best wishes for a terrific conference. It's a fascinating topic, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing all of your thoughts on it.
There's something really exciting happening later this year, because the World Music Conference is hosting a virtual conference on the 11th and 12th of December 2021. It really is a must, whether or not you have children. The theme is principally about music and how it harmonizes everything, how music is so important. It doesn't particularly need a language. It can be understood by any child. And really, music can bring peace, mental health, which is a particular topic of interest to me. It's great to give children and adolescents that peace of mind which music can bring to them. So please, would you all attend? As one of the patrons of this music conference, I would say it's a must. Thank you.
Hi friends, it's George Brooks here in California. Looking forward to joining my colleagues for the second year in the World Music Conference. This year we'll be talking about how music positively affects the mental and physical health of young people. It's certainly been a great boon in my life. I've seen unbelievable transformations happen to young people in schools, kids who maybe are not able to engage in academic studies particularly well and then suddenly get drawn in through the arts. It's a great boon to our society. In my own life, it's created so much beauty and depth and awareness of other cultures, of other people. Anytime I'm feeling down, immersing myself in music brings me back up. So please join us at the World Music Conference. There are going to be some great and fascinating scholars and musicians and educators who will enlighten us as to how music can continue to improve the mental health and well-being of young people throughout the world. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Francois Colbert. I am marketing professor at HEC Montreal. Also, I'm the chair in arts management there and the co-director of the Master of Management in International Arts Management. I will be very pleased to talk with you at the World Conference in a few weeks. And as a marketing professor, I will be very interested by what you have to present, because psychology of music is important when we're talking about arts marketing, because we want to know our consumers and their psychology. And marketing is based a lot on psychology and sociology of consumers. So I welcome you to the conference, and I will see you shortly at the World Conference on the psychology of music.
Namaste. It's indeed my pleasure and an honor to be part of the 5th World Music Conference. And the focus of this year's conference is promotion of mental health, especially in children and adolescents. Music is a universal phenomenon. It's a ubiquitous behavior. And as a mental health practitioner, as a clinical neuropsychologist, music is a powerful tool for us to study the functioning of the human brain as well. In the last 2 years, the pandemic has thrown a significant spotlight on how important mental health is and how important it is to promote positive mental health, just like how you would talk about improving your immune system. There can be no health without mental health. So our balanced mind, our balanced emotion, good spiritual health, and our ability to contribute to the society becomes extremely crucial, and our optimum level of overall functioning becomes extremely crucial when we talk about mental health. And music can play a very important role. From a neuroscience perspective, music is a powerful tool in engaging and enhancing several neurocognitive functions and have far-reaching effect on the non-musical domain of functioning. So I'm happy to be part of this panel discussion where I will dwell deeper into presenting some of the neuroscientific research on the impact of musical training, music-based intervention, and how it can be used in enhancement of our brain functions and overall psychological functions. Thank you.
Hello, it's Ben Parry here, Artistic Director of the National Youth Choirs of Great Britain. I'm delighted once again this year to be supporting the World Music Conference. As Artistic Director of NYCGB, I see firsthand how music can be transformative to young people, literally changing lives. I myself came from a very musical family. My father was a music teacher and an organist, and my mother sang in many local choirs, including Benjamin Britten's choir at the Aldeburgh Festival. And I knew from a very early age that music was going to be an absolutely pivotal part of my life. I'm very keen to encourage all young people to be exposed to music in whatever form it is and from whatever background. This can be a transformative event for any young person, and the World Music Conference is brilliant at just offering just that extra step to young people to experience all these amazing things that we do in arts and culture. So good luck with the World Music Conference, and I look forward to talking with you all soon.
I would like to welcome all of you to the World Music Conference 2021, which will be conducted online this year. We are very excited to have a wide range of panelists, speakers, and researchers who will be sharing their insight on how music affects our mental health, especially in adolescents and children. We listen to music on an average of 18 hours a week. Isn't that interesting? So come join us and hear out all the interesting research data and the experiences of musical engagement that will be shared on this exciting World Music Conference. See you there.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Mann, and I'm a British conductor and music educator currently based in Bangkok, Thailand. It's a real honour to be a global ambassador for the World Music Conference this year, and my experiences here in Thailand working with young musicians, particularly through my role as Artistic Director of the Emmanuel Music School Music for Life Foundation, where I conduct the Emmanuel Orchestra. I regularly see how the power of music can change young people's lives, and I look forward to sharing more of this with you in December.
Hello, I'm Stephen Berryman. I'm looking forward to contributing to the conference in December, and I wanted to share really briefly my own musical journey. I started music at school. I'm so grateful that they provided the opportunity for me to learn instruments. I started on the flute, quickly moved to the piano, and got involved in activities at school, including orchestra, including choirs, and that supportive classroom music teacher that nudged me towards repertoire, that nudged me towards interest in music was really important for my musical journey, that took me to university and that took me through my various endeavours to date. And as a teacher, I've wanted to give young people the same experiences of having the chance to learn an instrument, to encourage that curiosity about music from different parts of the world, because I know it makes a huge difference to their lives. It gives them the space to express themselves. It gives them the opportunity to demonstrate resilience and commitment, and the chance to learn about difference, and the chance to learn about different cultures and different music, and how music can transform your life. It can make you a completely different person. You can really start to appreciate and be sensitive to others' feelings and your own. So I look forward to contributing in December.
I am very lucky there was music in my family, and my parents helped me with buying a clarinet. There was always classical music playing in the house, either on records or BBC Radio 3. And even at primary school each week we had music played in assembly with this week's composer clearly displayed on the front wall of the hall. I dearly wish everyone will have similar opportunities as listeners, singers and players to enjoy and perhaps study music to reap the same joy and benefit from it that has sustained my life. It is as important as breathing and feeding, helping us grow in health and heart, and building stronger societies. It is a vital, powerful force for good in every part of our planet, sharing emotions and experiences which enrich every part of our lives.
Hello, my name is Patricia Caicedo. I'm a soprano and musicologist specializing in Latin American and Iberian music. I'm the director of the Barcelona Festival of Song and an executive board member of the International Music Council. Besides being a musician, I'm also a trained physician, so I'm fully aware of the importance of music for the development and maintenance of our health. For this reason, I recently wrote the book, We Are What We Listen To, The Impact of Music on Individual and Social Health. I'm very happy to support the World Music Conference to contribute to raise awareness about the importance of music in our society and the importance of music for our health.
I am Cleopatra David, PhD musicologist, and I am delighted to invite you to the 5th edition of World Music Conference. Music has a huge impact on our lives since before our birth. Music can tie relations and communities. Music is accompanying our major events in life. Music is a form of education and a form of expression. I was privileged to have access to a professional music education system since I was 6 years old. Studying a musical instrument in a professional way has been helping me educate my attention, create new learning paths, and made me have inspiration and creativity, even when dealing with science, because music is science itself. Studying violin made me disciplined and organized because music is an organized subject. This edition of World Music Conference brings together scientists, psychologists, educators and musicians who together will discuss and present new facets and implications of music education. Stay connected to us and don't miss this virtual edition on 11th and 12th of December.
Hello everybody, I'm Saji Vargas from India. It's indeed a privilege and honor for me to be the Global Youth Ambassador for this year's World Music Conference. Music has a very important space in my life. I intend to do a lot with music. I intend to play an instrument. There's a lot of intentions there. And music has been, ever since, something that I always fall on. It's been a part of my life when I need a lot of emotional coping up. And a lot of times to just connect with the identity that I am. Thank you for having me here. And would love to connect with each one of you to hear me out while we are on it in the month of December. Thank you so much.
Namaste. I'm Sanak Kumar Atreya, Indian music therapist based out of Bengaluru, India. I'm delighted to be a part of World Music Conference 2021. It's a wonderful initiative and perhaps the need of the hour to bring experts from across the globe to talk about music and its benefits, especially in the theme of mental health for children and adolescents. Every culture, every civilization from across the face of earth has had a deep connect with music. Every musical tradition has something to offer as a learning to the entire humanity. World over, we see music is performance-oriented or musician-oriented. A person likes a particular instrument or genre of music, learns the art form, tries to perfect it, performs and expects the audience to appreciate. On the other hand, in ancient Indian traditions, the audience is given the highest position and called center stage. The concept of rasika, which is perhaps an intranslatable but loosely can be understood as audience. The ability to connect with the audience at a physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual realm is the crux of the concepts and the philosophy of Indian music. Evidently, these techniques are most utilizable in the context of therapeutic settings or therapy. I will be sharing many of these insights that I have learned over the years and eagerly looking forward to learning from the other experts, speakers, presenters, and panelists in the World Music Conference 2021. Hope to see you all there soon. Thank you.
أهلا بكم. أنا فاطمة محمد الفكهاني، عمري 23 سنة، خريجة بكالوريوس المعهد العالي للفنون الموسيقية في الكويت، قسم بيانو. وأنا حاليا بعمل في تعليم الموسيقى للأطفال. بحب أشكر أسرتي إن هم ساعدوني كتير في الموسيقى، لأني كمان بنتمي لعائلة موسيقية. بابايا مايسترو محمد الفكهاني، ومامتي عازفة بيانو وعود، واخويا كمان عازف جيتار. عايزه اقول لكم ان الموسيقى كان ليها تاثير ايجابي على حياتي وعلى تكوين شخصيتي الموسيقيه. وبحب اشكر القائمين على مؤتمر الموسيقى العالمي اللي هيقام في ديسمبر 2021 واللي هشارك فيه بمقطوعه موسيقيه على البيانو. أتمنى إن شاء الله تعجبكم، وشكرا لكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Dear organizers, dear colleagues, dear friends, my name is Julia Kertes and I'm the Global Youth Ambassador from Romania. It is a common saying that in expressing your personality, your goals, your aspirations, you make your voice heard. I would say that to those fortunate enough to have a musical education, music literally does precisely that. It makes one heard in the most proper sense. During my personal journey of 12 years training as a pianist, followed by a bachelor's degree in musicology, music has not only been with me every step of the way, rather it was the way itself which I followed. Music has given me discipline, hard work, beautiful friendships, moments of joy and of doubt, but most of all, a sense of belonging and identity. I have always felt that music enhances one's sense of belonging, whether it is about national identity, or about belonging to a particular school of music and having a sense of discipleship, or about shaping our personal individuality through years of effort and learning, or, as it is our case now, by bringing us together and giving us a sense of unity across borders and cultures as fellows and friends. Music defines who we are. I feel honored and humbled to be a part of this event as a Global Youth Ambassador. This year's topic is extremely important and emphasizes how music is present and active in our lives. Every life is a journey, but we can sing along the way.
Namaskaram, I am Sarvesh Karthik. I am a musician, multi-percussionist and music producer. I am extremely happy to be part of the World Music Conference featured as a Global Youth Ambassador. I thank Mrs. Chitra Ramakrishnan for inviting me to be part of this World Music Conference. I've been learning music since a very young age, and music has been part of my whole life since I belong to a musical family. I would be very happy to be sharing my experiences through this conference. See you all. Namaste.
Hello everyone. This is Professor Angelo Molino, Dean of the College and Professor in Music Therapy at the Athena Music and Wellness Academy from the USA. I am really very honored to have received the invitation to participate as a public speaker and a World Ambassador for the World Conference of Music 2021, which will take place on 11 and 12 of next December. I expect all of you to listen to the interventions of the all-world experts who will speak during the conference. We will talk about the state of the art of the music in the world with a lot of interesting topics. Let's go to enjoy together the World Conference of Music 2021. I repeat for you, 11th and 12th of next December. Thank you. See you soon.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Iman Al-Hashimi. I'm the first UAE female composer. I'm specialized in orchestra and music soundtracks. I'm so happy, and I don't know really what to say because music's not a hobby to me. Music is my identity. So I'm very pleased and very honored that I was elected to be an ambassador or a music ambassador for this beautiful event. Good luck for everybody. Thank you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم محمد مرشد من دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة من أبو ظبي، أول عازف ساكسفون إماراتي. أنا سعيد جدا بمشاركتي في مؤتمر العالمي للموسيقى، وأشكر الدكتور محمد الفكهاني على إتاحتي هذه الفرصة لهذه المشاركة. وأكلمكم عن الموسيقى. الموسيقى هي لغة الشعوب، وحبيت الموسيقى لأنها هي تعبر عن كل ما في داخلي وأيضا كل ما في داخلكم. وشكلنا فرقة موسيقية أوائل الإمارات، هي فرقة إماراتية جميلة مع الأستاذة إيمان الهاشمي عازفة البيانو وأول ملحنة أوركسترا. وإن شاء الله تعجبكم هذه المقطوعة، وأشكر كل الحضور، وإن شاء الله أشكر كل من ساهم في هذا المؤتمر العالمي للموسيقى، وشكرا للجميع. أخوكم محمد مرشد. السلام عليكم.